Hello everyone, my name is Rafi and I'm happy to meet you all, and today we're taking on the Loose Cannon at part 2 again, after we got destroyed last time, just because we are going to make sure that we actually beat Darius and get the free relic. Jinx is definitely powerful, but I'm definitely not used to her not having her 3rd star, which lets you just clear the board as you're playing units. I've had it for so long. Take it for granted.
How can I help?
I'm not going to say too much for this area because we just finished it in the last video, and I'm not really advancing through these areas as fast as I want to because I'm spending so much time explaining things. So give me just a minute. Got him. Alright, we're going to play this as fast as possible, clear through all these areas, and then once we've defeated this this spot, we'll go back to playing with sets and try and get sets to level 30. Alright, picking a support champion. Nyla was a mistake. She was cheap, certainly, but the slipstreams actually just like made it harder for us to actually draw anything useful, which is a big problem. These are all bad. Let's reroll. That didn't help. Quinn is better than nothing, I guess. The problem is that you have to pick a support champion every time, which is, it ends up like hurting your strategy a lot because you end up getting this random other package of cards in your deck that doesn't really synergize all that well with everything that you're doing. As long as the cards that are in your deck are super powerful, it doesn't hurt you too much. But this early on, when your cards don't really do all that much on their own, it can actually be quite detrimental.
Ours is the one true light. Follow the horizon.
Alright, for those of you that are just joining us, this area has Age of Conquest, which is when the foe's units attack, grant the strongest attacking unit +2/+0. So I have to be very careful when I'm fighting in this area to make sure that I block everything, basically. Alright, we have a unit with Scout thanks to Quinn. Scout units can attack on their own before and create like a second attack phase. Perfect. We are progressing through the Noxus area quite easily because we have 50% bonus XP on it. Ooh. Shadow Totem on Boom Crew Rookie. You're supposed to get that on Jinx anyway. If I was high enough level Jinx, I would already have Boom Crew Rookie with Shadow Totem, so that's perfect. Alright, we'll play our Eager Apprentice. We refill our spell mana so that we can play Pow Pow and kill this. 2 damage to him, no damage to us. We move on. Ooh, Scout.
What do you see? Ready, boy?
He just keeps adding messengers to his deck, which is a dog that draws him a card when it's summoned. No big deal. There we go, now we have 2 Boom Crew Rookies, that's crazy.
This is the wrong path. Time to go.
Perfect. Alright, last time we fought Zoe, we had a little bit of a problem. She almost killed us. This time should be fine, though. Let's get quick attack. I like quick attack. Ooh, smooth solos. That's a power. Game start, both players get a mana? Sure. That could be a little dangerous against that person with the 5 attack, but I need my Jinx on the board as fast as possible. And since I have Quinn, I definitely want to have 3 mana at the start, because Quinn costs 5 mana. It's going to be basically impossible to play her unless I have this. Speak of the devil. Alright, well we can keep this hand since we have extra mana. Now we start with 3, but so does Zoe. Zoe plays herself. Zoe's power is Sparky Kiddo. Round start, create a random 3-cost Celestial card in the foe's hand. It's fleeting, but reduces cost to 1. So she gets the Serpent. So she has a free Serpent this turn.
A little luck for those who need it.
There it is. Oh, that's not good. Blocking doesn't really help. Alright, he kills my guy. We're at 4 mana. We're going to play Green Fang Warden. Alright. We play Quinn. Here she comes. That's an 8/5 with Fury. That's pretty dangerous. Alright. So we'll block here. We'll block the 8/5 with our 3/5 that's going to die anyway.
That's far enough.
It becomes a 9/3. We are down to 21. Alright. The good news is we have Pow Pow to get rid of this 9/3. Alright. Now, play Boom for Rookie. Then we'll give Quinn Tough. Alright, let's go. We're gonna attack. We're gonna use our Valor, which has Challenger, to pull the unit that could kill Quinn, and then the unit that Valor can kill. We have Scout, so we get to re-attack. Alright. Alright, she's down to 8. Okay, block here, and block here. Take 5. Opponent's down to 5. Refill spell mana. Refill spell mana. Play a card. Alright, the opponent's down to 2. They can only block so many of these. We win. Alright, and because it's a mini boss, we heal back up to full. We'll make Jinx cost 2 less so we can play Jinx immediately. Scribe of Sorrows, that's really good. Alright, we're going up against the Mountain Peak enemy this time, and then we're going to go for Scribe of Sorrows, which lets us get extra mana at the start of the fight. Perfect, we had Jinx. Alright, Targon's Peak. Round start, reduce the cost of a random card in all players' hands to 0 this round. So we got this free rocket border. First we're going to play Jinx.
My journey begins here and ends at the top. Not at all, little traveler, but you'll see for yourself.
Alright, right.
Enlightenment is worth the journey.
Coming in with a 6/4, 7/4, 9/4. Alright, well he has Overwhelm, so we're going to take 6 here.
Anything else? Stick your lip out and give them puppy eyes. Trust me.
Alright, we got Quinn for free.
You still don't count yourself, boss? No, please. Revolution by
Got him. Alright, now that we cleared that area. We get 2 extra mana. Alright. Time to take on Militant March again. Now, we only have 24 health this time, but we should be able to kill him. Our deck is very aggressive.
Victory requires a sharp blade.
She got a 5-1 with Challenger. We'll let her attack. Oof.
I'll cut them apart.
We're down to 15. We got our Loyal Scout. Oh man, we got another one. That's crazy. We get to attack twice here. Perfect. He's gonna stun one of them. Attack again.
Simpleton.
Cool.
We are forged in war.
Face me.
Alright, we take 6. That's okay.
We ride for Noxus. Of course I'm ready. Time to get rowdy. Just gonna put this here. Get ready, girl.
Put him at 1.
Time to go.
Perfect. Now we just need to play 1 card.
As Noxus
He's
will.
attacking in. We block. Bam. Alright. Now the problem is we can't fully heal. So we have to fight Darius with basically, I think, what are we at, 9? Yeah, we're gonna have to be at 14 health. Which is not great. Ooh, that's a pretty big unit. Oh, we get 7 health, okay, because we increased our maximum health. Okay, we have 16 health. Fight Darius. Darius's effect is, at the end of the turn, all of his units deal 1 damage to us. So the more units he has every round, the more damage we take. We have to go first, though. We have enough mana to play this 8/7 Scout.
Reporting in.
That 3/2 can't block. Alright, he's down to 20, we're down to 14.
I'll do better this
He's going to attack for 5, and we'll just kill it.
We ride for Noxus.
We take 1. There's another Great Horn.
For Noxus.
Time to move.
Let's go.
Big mission.
Here comes the Scout. That's 20. Game. There we go. Much better. So yeah, when you have a bunch of extra mana at the start of the game, then you can crush your opponent. $985 champ XP. It's going to give Jinx quite a bit of power. She's now level 9. We got 5 wild fragments, 3,000 legend points, and the Stalker's Blade item, which is when I'm summoned, strike the weakest enemy. So this is a relic, so we can give this to Jinx, and whenever we play Jinx, she will deal 4 damage to the weakest enemy automatically. Alright, we've reached legend level 6, which means that shops now offer 6 cards for sale. Perfect. Okay, so let's give Jinx this Stalker's Blade. And then we'll switch over to Set. Okay, we can give Set a common relic, so we'll give him the Gunsel's Rage Blade. Alright. We got another bronze vault, so 5 more fragments. Who's it gonna be? Annie. Cool. As you can see from these bronze vaults, they're not super impactful by themselves, but you can combine them with wild fragments to unlock whoever you want. Okay, win 2 adventures at 1.5-star difficulty to unlock the to complete all chapter complete all chapter 2 quests to get a champion vault, which is I guess that's 30 wild fragments to unlock a specific champion. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, so we have just so many quests that we could be doing. Alright. Right now, the only weekly adventure we have access to is the Misfortune one. Then we can, if we reach Legend level 10, we can go to the Silver area. Okay. Alright, well, how many wild fragments do I have? 10. Okay. Alright, let's take on Teemo and Misfortune real quick and pick up some, and Warwick, and pick up some wild fragments. Let's see if we can get set to 3 stars. That's our, so this is what you guys should do. Once you've gotten like through the initial area, you kind of pick which champion you want to focus on. Then you want to get some wild fragments so that you can make that champion 3 stars. Let's see. When an ally survives damage, give it +1/+1. That's pretty good. Alright, last time we played set, we had +2 attack whenever we summoned a guy for the first time each round, which made us much more powerful than where we are right now.
No cuts.
We can win, but it's gonna be a lot slower. Okay.
Keep it moving.
We'll take this guy out, then we can get a coin, bring it, another coin. We don't want to draw too many cards because we only have 18 cards in the deck to start with. Here he comes. Okay, we're gonna block here as well. We're gonna take 3. That's okay. Alright, let's we play Zephyr Sage, we're gonna copy our coins, so now we have 6 coins. And we go in.
You, me, in the ring.
Right.
Looks like a full house. Nice work.
And would it kill you to smile?
Alright, here it comes. We're gonna block everything.
Ain't no VIP.
Then we'll play our coins to refill 7 mana.
Looks like a full house.
Nice work. And would it kill you to smile?
Perfect.
It's good to be the boss.
Okay. Swap out. He's gonna stun one. This Pit Professional is supposed to be a 2-drop. Okay, so Pit Professional got the tough, the chain vest. Now she has tough, which is really nice. But let's see.
From shores to hills, we know every acre.
All right, we're getting aggressive here.
Big night. Give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
Block. Cool.
Let's hear it!
Perfect. Take them all out. Alright, so we'll play Rictus here.
Come on, people. Let's make
When
some
Rictus
more
attacks, we get to
today.
stun one of his units. Cool. Ambessa is like a fantastic support champion. Anytime that you can get Ambessa, you should.
About who's better. It's about the coin. This should be fun. Keep it up.
Block everything. Pass. Alright, we're at 4 here. I'm gonna play Coastal
We
Defender.
owe this land our lives.
Are you ready for a fight?
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
Okay.
Ha, next.
Welcome to the arena. Who wants a taste of progress?
Alright, we'll play Public Execution, which kills the guy, and then we get to rally.
Hear it!
Perfect. Take him out.
How we doing it, Kyrie?
Alright, let's grab some extra mana. We don't need any new cards. Let's heal real quick.
Captain Timo on
And take out Timo. How much mana do we have? 3, okay.
Invitation only. Keep it moving. Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves. You ain't no VIP.
We take 1 here.
everyone.
Summon another 1/1. Okay. Alright. We'll play Rictus.
Have a mushroom. Have a dream.
Heard about you. Daniel never.
Alright, we stun one of his guys, then we can just get to attack again. Alright.
Wondrous discoveries.
We can
await
summon
below.
Ambessa here.
Great outdoors.
He's going to attack.
Oh, I can help with that.
Alright, here we go. This is the big pick. Alright, we kill him with Ambessa, and then Ambessa has an ally starts a free attack, so we get to attack with Ambessa and deal 6 here. Perfect.
Next.
No big deal. Got her. Excellent. That is Timo taken out. Ten wild fragments. Alright. Now, we should head over to the Rogues of Runeterra area. We only have 5 days left in this area, but it has some weak areas. Complete 3 requirements and a 2-star world adventure to unlock. Okay, so we don't get access to this until we actually until we actually beat a 2-star area. Fair enough. That's gonna take us a minute, but fair enough. Well, I guess it makes sense that we would have to actually like be good enough to beat a 2-star area before they would let us go into an area with 2 stars in it. I guess it's unfortunate though, because that's where all the set fragments are. But I guess we can. It'll be okay. All right, let's go after MF next. Ooh, 2 free guys at the start of the game. So this talent summons 2 armed gearheads at the start of the game. Armed gearhead is a 1/1 with quick attack and augment. Augment is if you play a card that didn't start in your deck, then you get +1/+0. Which our coins are all augment cards. And we'll pull these guys in. Okay. Deal some damage. Now we have the coins.
I'll shoot the wings off a build box.
Here he comes. We take 2. Take out all his guys. Alright, we refill for 3.
It isn't about better. It's about the coin.
Trying to keep up.
Okay. Perfect.
Take me for a spin.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
Here he comes. Block.
This'll be a good warm-up.
This should be fun.
Who's gonna run the register?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Perfect. Alright, we'll go over here.
Wanna arm wrestle?
Now he's gonna attack. I don't really feel like taking too much damage, so we'll just block. Alright, he had a monkey idol that gives him units every turn, but he takes damage every turn, so his monkey idol is now dead. We summon our pit professional. He comes in.
I like a
We take 3 more damage from these monkeys, but now they're dead. Okay. Summon our coastal defender.
Are you ready for a fight?
Take out his guy. Alright.
Be nothing left when I'm.
Big night. Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
Grain to my side.
Alright, so our goal when we are playing set is to get as much mana as possible, and then
Never gets old.
Welcome to the arena.
get as much mana as possible and refill it to play as many cards in a row as we can, so we can trigger his 3-star and rally a bunch of times. And the way that you do that is with a rare relic called Chemtech Duplicator, which copies a spell if you have 6 mana. Extra health on these is fine. False Shuffle. When the foe attacks, draw 1 and grant it fleeting. That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Home is just around the portal.
Try to keep up.
They're coming in for a fight, but we can block everything.
What do I do? What don't I do? Oh, great. Nice.
Off we go.
Alright, he's gonna only take 8 here.
Take me for a spin. Ha ha.
I'll do what must be done.
We'll summon Yone, and Yone will stun them both.
I'm quite ready for a new adventure.
You might be wondering what's happening with all these units coming out of my deck. That's what Nora does. She plants a bunch of portals on the top of my deck, and they summon units randomly. Game's crazy. Every deck is different. Every event is different, but you just try and find some level of normalcy in your main deck while you're busy. Giving Nora +2 attack is really good. She's super aggro. Don't need any of these. Heal. Alright, we're already at MF. That's pretty good.
Sure you can handle me?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Who's on top of the bounty board today?
Care for a taste of tomorrow?
There's Nora.
Fine by me. Guess not me.
Alright, we grab 2 coins, we plant some portals. That gives us the Petal Pixie.
Sun on your scales.
It isn't about who's better. It's about the coin.
Alright, if MF comes in, we're good. When the foe attacks with 6 units, deal 1 damage to the battling unit enemies in the enemy nexus. Alright. Block here,
Step into the ring.
here, and here. And we'll take 4. Alright, MF is dead. That's really good.
Nothing beats the feeling of stepping into the ring.
Let's go.
Back off, Buck.
You take off both of his units.
I'll shoot the wings off a bilge wasp.
We'll refill 5 mana. Alright. And we have some blockers. Here he comes.
Bullet to the face.
We take 1, we take out all his units. Perfect. Nice try, Misfortune. Excellent. Now Set's level 5. All right, we do get a few wild fragments to start out with, so I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use 20 wild fragments to get Set's 2-star. Bet on Set. +1 starting mana, and every round we get a coin in our hand. It's very important for Set's strategy. We got an extra relic. Start the adventure with 5 regen. That's actually really good. That means that we can heal between fights. Every fight we get 5 extra health back. For a slow character like Set, that's very useful. Okay, we reach legend level 7, so we get a silver bowl. Come on. 10 Ash fragments. Ash is a very good champion. Excellent. Okay. Alright, now let's go after Warwick, who is also a 1-star adventure, real quick. So they want us to choose our support champion first in this area. Alright, we'll take on and investigate the commotion. Alright, now Warwick's area ability is not here. Interesting. This Jinx character, a friend of yours?
What can I say? I'm a man of mystery.
Alright, we play 2 Gerolite Fellows, which gives Spirit to a unit in our hand, which is +1/+1.
You want tanks? You want burners? Huh? Disco time! Fire!
From shores to hills, we know every acre. For the summer fields!
Alright, we got 5 mana now. Now we can summon Set.
Piece of me.
Here he comes.
Starts here.
Perfect.
Looks like a full house. Nice work. And what a brilliant smile. Welcome to the arena.
Perfect. Alright, you can see how starting with 1 extra mana and getting a coin every round just makes it so much easier to quickly flood the board. And when you quickly flood the board, you can more easily take advantage of the fact that every time you spend 6 mana, one of your guys gets +1/+1. So, just with the 2-star, we are much more powerful. Alright, let's take care of the rest of these areas pretty quickly.
Nothing beats the feeling of stepping into the ring.
My family was raised on this soil.
Are you ready for it?
Here we go. Now we play Set.
Let's give him a show, huh?
I always do, boss.
We have 5 mana? Okay. Alright, we'll refill 5 mana, and then we're going to play Tag Out, which recalls an enemy. So now he has to pay 4 mana for that. Okay. Zephyr Sage to refill, to make it 4 mana to refill. Now we can play Set's Facebreaker to stun these 2 units.
Hit him with the old one, too.
Let's go. You can't block now, they're all stuck.
That's how we do it, Kion.
I don't want any of those. Alright, now the mid-boss here is Ambessa. Ambessa's ability is when the foe's units attack, grant them +1/+1. That's actually really powerful for a 1-star area. She can be quite threatening. Let's try and stop it.
Coming in hot! Who's gonna get in my way?
We'll just take 4.
Let's have some fun.
Alright, now we can play
Want a piece of
Sets.
me?
He's gonna... Oh, right. I forgot that he has Ambessa. That's actually really bad, because Ambessa has Challenger. Ugh. You can see this has actually a really intense fight. Alright, so he just took out all my units, and now he gets to get another attack, which increases Ambessa again. We can't take 7 here, so we're just gonna block. We do have 7 mana to refill, but we need, like, actual cards to spend that mana on. Place your bets, draw 2. Okay, we drew Lux. That's pretty good.
The light guides us all.
But she has the ability to strike Lux and kill her. And that rallies. And now she's gonna get a free attack. Yeah, I think we're dead.
I hope that was mud.
Yep, we're just dead. Unfortunate, yeah. Yeah, she took us out way too fast. And we are not level 7, so we die. Alright, let's try... Okay. We can definitely beat Ambessa. We just need to have a more powerful power than the one that we did have. Alright, let's see what kind of power we can get. Allies have Overwhelm. Is that good enough? No, we need, like, more stats. Allies have 1 attack. It's better. That lets us more easily challenge the board. Alright, we are now high enough level with sets that when we discover a support champion, it has an item. And the support champion that we got Sivir, and the item that she got was anti-up, so -2 cost. So we can play Sivir on turn 1, which is that's definitely good enough to beat Ambessa. Because Sivir is a 5/3 with quick attack.
After them?
After them.
In pursuit. Step into the ring.
My family was raised on this soil.
Danger pays.
What seems to be the problem?
Alright, yeah. As long as I can draw Sivir against Ambessa, she has no chance.
I need some backup out here.
Cut the chat.
Business as usual. Blood or gold. I always there.
Okay, Sparring Student's a pretty decent unit. 1/1. They gets +1/+1 every time we play a card. Alright. Player Sparring Student. And their Dancing Droplet. And now we play another Dancing Droplet, which buffs our Sparring Student. And an Accountant, which buffs our Sparring Student. Let's go.
Once I stamp papers, now faces. Can you improve perfection?
Alright, we'll play Sivir.
Problem, I've got a price.
Flesh was weak, but look at me now.
No cuts or it's back of the line.
Alright, now we're in business.
I go where the trouble is. It's never too far.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like we have a definite advantage here with this champion. Okay, Risky Venture is fine. Do we want any cards from the shop? No. Alright, Ambessa. Ambessa herself is just way too powerful. She's a 4-mana 5/3 with Challenger and Barrier. And when she kills a unit, she gets to attack again. It's just an absurd level of power.
I've got a price.
Alright, she's gonna stun it, but we have a spell shield, so it's okay. Alright, summon Rictus.
What do you call that?
He's gonna attack with Rictus.
Oh, you're in for it.
We'll block and then recall. So we don't take any damage and he doesn't die. Okay, now we play Risky Venture, so we kill his guy, we summon a Mighty Poro, we get 2 coins. Now we can attack.
First me, then the world.
Alright. Ambessa coming down. We're gonna let her attack. She's gonna try and drag a Sivir. Same thing. We just recall her. Perfect. Now she can't get it, Sivir.
I know what I'm worth.
What's today's lesson?
No more barrier. Okay, we play sets.
Want a piece of me? Line starts here.
Refill mana.
Looks like a full house. Nice work. And what a brilliant smile. I saw you looking at me.
Game.
Blood or gold? I always stay.
Much better.
That's how we do it in Kyogre.
So yeah, powers are a big part of it, so are choosing the right support champion, and if you get a high enough level, then you'll just have so many extra items that every card will be good, but we're currently not that high level yet. Alright, we're going to take on a Vicious Enemy. Vicious Enemies have 10 extra health, they start with 1 more mana, and they draw 1 more card at the start of the game, but if you manage to beat one, you go to a power area, same like if you were fighting a champion. Alright, so he gets to start the game with a Zon Bouncer that has 0 power. And Zon Bouncer has round start, flow refills 2 spell mana. So if he pays 2 spells, then he gets 2 spell mana next turn.
I know what I'm worth.
Alright.
Witness perfection. Meet eggs.
Let's go.
Business as usual.
Perfect. Oh, he gets it every round? He gets the free Zon Bouncer with 0 power? That's crazy. Okay, that's actually a pretty good power. Let's kill this guy. Get rid of his spells. He's coming in for 1 damage. We can block with 8. We have spell shield, so it doesn't really matter. Alright, summon set.
Technique is for lightweights.
Danger pays.
You, me, in the ring.
I'm a woman of principle.
Alright, Sivir levels up. Sivir's level up ability is whenever she attacks, she gives her keywords to all other attacking units.
Looks like a full house. Nice work. And wouldn't kill you to smile.
Here he comes. Block, block,
Let's
block.
throw down.
Excellent.
Business as usual.
I saw you looking at me.
Give it up for the reigning champ! Alright. We take down the... Vicious Enemy. Now we get another power. What do we got? Your units have Evolve. When an ally survives damage credit, +1/+1. That's pretty good. That's a stupid bar fight area. Okay, so this one is whenever you summon a unit, shuffle its stats. So you can't rely on anything. All of your stats, all of your units have random stats. Let's hope my Sivir isn't too weak.
It's just
5/6. Thankfully, the 2 extra attack makes it a little bit softer.
Game. Go on then. Watch
This. That's all.
And that's like... Okay. At least he died. Let's take him down. Alright, we'll go for an epic spell here. Power Riff on Deny seems pretty good. Okay, Warwick. Round start, the foe creates a Blood Hunt in hand, or if they have one, reduce the cost by 1. That's actually Warwick's 2-star ability, so interesting that he gets that real power. Alright, we'll play Sivir.
The rust on a dull blade. Danger pays.
Nice 1/1, we'll kill it. Alright, now he has a 2-mana Blood Hunt.
What do you call that technique?
What's behind the store, you think? Deadly traps, angry guardians, bunch of gold.
It isn't about who's better. It's about the coin.
Okay, we have 4 mana now. We'll play a Sandstone Charger.
It's a living.
And that's 20.
I'm a woman of principle. Mine is
Got him.
another victory before the coffee.
Warwick is down. That's 10 more Wild Fragments for us. And that is an excellent place to stop for today. Whew. Alright, so Set's now at level 5 still. We are now Legend level 8, so we have a re-roll, which is pretty nice. Now we have 2 re-rolls per area. And we are basically done with the 1-star areas, except that we're going to need to farm a few more of them just to get some extra Wild Fragments. But, yeah, looks like things are going very well. So we'll take on the 1.5-star areas next time. My name is Serafi, and I was thrilled to have all of you with me.